one of the interesting things about running an executive program is unlike many of our other master's programs where we have undergraduates who've just graduated coming in, many of you may never have taken an online course before and in fact may not have even participated in a learning management system such as Canvas. So what I thought I would do here is just give a very quick introduction to one of the most common activities that we do in Canvas, which is posting to an online discussion. And the first online discussion that you will encounter in the portal that I have created is this introduce yourself activity. And here, what we just would like you to do is post a brief introduction of yourself. Nothing long, nothing terribly sophisticated. And of course, if you're trying to remain private or are uncomfortable exposing the fact that you're interested in the program, don't bother posting. It's certainly not a requirement. But if you are willing, we hope that you will post. And we're also hoping that faculty members involved in the program will post as well. And what I'm going to do is make the first post, which is a post of my own. And in the process, I'll just show you a little bit about working in Canvas and operating the editor. So to post to a discussion, what you do is you click on the reply button. Now what that does is it opens up a text editor. And this text editor is fairly familiar if you've operated programs like Word and so forth. It is, however, designed to produce HTML, which is the language used in the World Wide Web. And if you're familiar with HTML, you can actually go in and edit the HTML directly, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to use the menu and do something relatively simple. So what I would like to do is I would like to create a post with my photo in it right next to the text. Now, the easiest way to format things like that in HTML or using this editor is to create a table, because that will give us the structure that we need. Well, that's this icon right here. Of course, there are other icons. You can create a numbered list. You can create an unordered list, a bullet point list, subscripts, superscripts, indents. All of this stuff is relatively straightforward. Here's where you can create a web link. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to create a table. And since I just want it side by side, it'll be one row and two columns. And I'm not going to give it any borders, so you won't even see the tables there. It's just going to serve for spacing. And when I click insert, what happens is now I get this dotted lines that tell me that there's a table there with nothing in it. Now, I've already got some text prepared, so you don't have to go through the painful process of watching me type. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a Control-C to copy it. Oops. Then what I will do is I will come over here, and then I'll do a Control-V to paste. So now I've got some text, and then the next thing I want to do is put in a photo. Now, putting in a photo is a two-step process here on Canvas. First, we need to load the file into Canvas, and then we need to insert it as a photo. So if you look over here to the right, you can see we've got files and images. So if I take a look at the images, I could actually upload a new image, and that's probably the easiest way to put this in. So I'm going to upload the image, and I will put it into, I'll just put it to course files. I'll click on browse, which will take me to my computer so I can find it. I already prepared a photo here, so you didn't have to watch me wandering around my desktop looking for photos. I click open, and now it knows where to get it. I still have to click upload. So when I click upload, what happens is bring the file up to Canvas. And since I had my cursor in that left box, we now see the photo. So what I am now going to do here is post the reply just to see what it looks like. So we have this. This is not a perfect size photo. I'd probably go in and adjust the HTML, but I'm not going to worry about that now. One of the things is I've got a bunch of journal names and stuff, which really should be italicized. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go in and edit this. Notice whenever you see the gear, you can open this up in Canvas and it usually will take you, give you a menu of things to do. And I will click on Edit. That puts me back in the editor. Uh, and what I'll do here is I'll just highlight those journals. So I highlighted Journal of IT Education discussion cases. I'll click I to make it italic. I will highlight Informing Science, the International Discipline of and Emerging Transdiscipline, another journal that I edit. Click I, and now that's in italics. Let's see. I might even highlight the University of South Florida. Okay, now I can save. So I take a look there. I click on Done. And now we have a introductory post. Now, in a discussion forum, if you wanted to make comments to my post, what you would do is you would click on this reply button here. This is what's known as a threaded discussion. So what would happen is your response would be right below my post. So if someone posts something to this discussion and you want to actually reply directly to that person, this is where you click. If you want to create a top level reply, on the other hand, you click on this reply button up here, which responds to the top level post. And that's really all there is to posting to a discussion in Canvas.